that night, how would you characterize that night? You guys have been to a lot of firefights before this, but how would you characterize that night and that firefight? Was it different?
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, that was definitely, I would say definitely one of the worst ones that I'd been in that deployment. You know, it was my first deployment, but that was definitely the worst one for me. I mean, there were definitely a couple times where you're like, man, this will be interesting to see how this turns out. But that one was one of those nights where you're like, this must be how it is when it's over, you know. But yeah.
Do you think you're going to make it off that hill?
I didn't really know for sure there, especially at the beginning, because that was the first time where they had done everything different. You know, I mean, they caught us in, you know, basically a textbook ambush. You know, basically an L-shaped ambush. You know, and everything else that had happened up until that point had been, you know, way up in the hills. You know, you wanted the M14 so you could reach out there or something. You know, and then this one was they're putting hands on soldiers. You know, so yeah, I mean, it definitely hits you a little different. You're like, this is nothing like we've experienced before, me for sure. You know, and so yeah, I wasn't really sure if I'd get off there. I think everybody felt the same way, but yeah.
Did you guys ever talk about or think about what would have happened if Staff Sgt. Giunta wouldn't have gotten Josh's body back?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's definitely something we talked about too. Is it's not only that he kept Sergeant Brennan from being taken away and taking his equipment and stuff like that. It's the fact that what would have happened is we would have had to stage probably another con op or extended the one we're currently on to go find, you know, our fallen brother, and then the impact that would have had. You know, who knows how many people we may have lost doing something like that, trying to find somebody way back up in there, you know, and so I mean, yeah, it's very impacting the things he did. I mean, not only did he save Sergeant Brennan from being taken away, he kept us from having to go in there and risking more lives, even trying to find Sergeant Brennan if they were to take him away, you know. So.
You know, when a lot of you guys that I talked to, you know, heard about it, you know, they kind of said their initial reactions to it all was, wow, you know, crazy. You know, he went out on his own without a fire team, you know, without regrouping, without re-getting ammo, and just went and did.
He just acted, exactly. I mean, that's pretty intense when you think about it, you know, and in the moment, and especially with everything going down, and he was up front, so, you know, he knows that, you know, pretty much over there, I think, if I remember right, he was hit, I believe, in the plate, and then in his rocket, just being there and, you know, pulling Sergeant G back from when they were moving forward through this open area, a little bit of an open area they were in, and I guess once he saw what he saw, he just made that, I don't even know if it was a judgment call or just the reaction of what he did out of just his reaction to the situation, I guess, you know. So.
Looking back at it now, 3 years, you know, there's been a lot of awards from that action, and now Sergeant Giunta, Staff Sgt. Giunta is finally getting, you know, the first Medal of Honor here, Living Medal of Honor. Did you ever think it would get to this point and where the world and America is actually hearing this story of, you know, during your time there, during that 2007 was, you know, the forgotten war, really?
Exactly. No, I wasn't really sure. Like I said, throughout the days and weeks that followed, I found out what actually did happen on the mountain, and then I can't even tell you for sure how long it was, but eventually started hearing just little rumors about different awards. I mean, it wasn't the Medal of Honor at first, you know, it was something else, and they were talking about just different things, and I don't know. I mean, you hear about things, and you know, you just kind of like, well, that'd be pretty crazy, you know. And then once it, you know, lately gotten closer and closer, it's just like, wow, that's pretty incredible. It's unheard of. Like, and then just to say that I knew Sergeant Giunta or no Sergeant Giunta, that's pretty crazy.
Did you ever think